Okay, here we have Yomawari Midnight Shadows. Charming art style, yet terrifying at the same time. This is a really good, I think this is a hidden gem. I think this is one of those games that's really good and not enough people know about it. But let's check it out. You play as this little girl, and now don't let the cutesy art style fool you. This is quite a deep, dark game, but it's beautiful. I gotta tell you that it's as beautiful art style. I love the way they did the art style of this game, and they make you have your guard down with the cutesy art, but before you know it, you will be tense. You'll see, you will be tense. This is one of those horror. It's good, man. You guys really should check it out. Okay, here we have Enter the Gungeon. Now this is an amazing top-down action game that you can play with your friends. It's all about the gameplay in this type of game. You guys should check it out. Let me show you a little bit. Now, even though it's pixelated, the wacky art style it has really sells it for me. It looks really funny and good. But the gameplay is amazing. Let's get into the action. The enemies are hilarious. Oh snap! You can hide behind tables, as you can see, and it's kind of a dungeon crawling. It's called Enter the Gungeon, so it's dungeon crawling all the way. But chaotic. It could get so chaotic. This is nothing. And and you could dodge. You have to. There's a dodge roll. And you basically gotta survive, and you get some really crazy, wacky weapons throughout your. Every time you play it, you have your own unique dungeons and weapons that show up. It's all randomized. Oh snap. You gotta pay attention to so many things going on in some areas. You gotta pay attention to so much, and you could tip the tables to hide behind them. Before you know it, you will love this game. You will love the chaos, the quirky enemies, the quirky characters. There's more characters you could choose. Oh, I should have dodged. More enemies you could run into. See, I dodged under the... So yeah, that's just a little example. I don't want to go all out. Let's keep it short, you know. But yeah, it's one of those games that don't take my word for it. It's really fun. Play it with your friends. Try it out yourself. Okay, guys. Now, here I have Dead Nation. This is the PS4 edition, which is the Apocalypse edition. I played it on PS3. I completely played it on PS3. It's amazing, and so amazing that I had to get the PS4 version and play it again. This is one of the games I really like, top-down shooter style games. It's really good. It's really good. You guys really should check it out. I don't even have to show gameplay. They have a little trailer that plays, and hopefully it plays soon. Okay, here we go. As you can see, there's always gotta be a zombie apocalypse game on my list. I'm a big zombie fan. But this one is really good compared to, I haven't seen a game, top-down game, that is really so detailed. It's got decent graphics and details in the world. And there are quite some spooky areas, some really spooky areas, and From nothing, all of a sudden the situation turns completely tense. Chaos all over. It's really fun. It's a really fun game. I've always played it co-op, split screen co-op. I think you could play it online. I'm not sure, but I always play it couch co-op. It's very enjoyable. The chaos is there, the bloodiness, the gore, all the arsenal of weapons to go all out chaos. The variety in enemies is not only zombies, as you can tell. You're gonna run into some more stuff and different types of zombies and all that throughout the campaign. And there's also a score system, like a high score system that is definitely online, where you compare your high score to the whole world. It's really good, man. I can't sell it enough. This is one of the games you guys got to try it out. We have a game that's very close to my heart and my preference. You know, Helldivers. Sony Entertainment made this amazing game back in 2015. And I always expected them to make the great new one, the part 2 or whatever, because this game to me was amazing. It was really good. And it's a top-down, chaotic, action-packed shooter that has the added element that you could by mistake kill your friends. You could play up to 4 players, couch co-op, or online. It is just one of those games that I played so much and I've got into so much. So in this game you have your little home base, where you could go to your armory computer and you could customize each part of your character to make it your own. You could customize the colors and his helmet, armor, and look of him. You could customize the weapons. You unlock weapons and you keep upgrading the weapons and they turn even better. Some weapons overheat, some weapons run out of bullets. Different types of weapons. You have your what I would call your skill tree. You know, you have all these different skills you could choose from, and you could only choose I think it was 3. You can only choose a certain amount of skills and gear you could take to the battlefield, and depending what you take could determine if you're successful in the mission or not. And it has this basic map where there's 3 factions. There's Earth, Super Earth in the middle, which is your player's home, the humans. And then you have 3 factions, which is the Cyborgs, the Illuminate, which are basically just AI robots, and the Cyborgs are human robot hybrids. And then you have the Bugs, the planet, and you gotta conquer the galaxy, protect Earth from these different factions. It's really cool. And then this is what they call helldiving. You fall onto the alien planet. So let me see if I can remember. Oh, grenade. Why did I throw a grenade? Let me see if I can remember how to do this.
Get down.
You could get down.
Negative.
There was a way. Which I'm trying to figure out or remember. To summon your gear. Oh, there we are. This is how you summon your gear. So you basically gotta press the combination. And the reason why this is hard is because in the middle of chaos, when you're fighting enemy, putting the correct combination really becomes a challenge. It really does become a challenge to put the right coordination. So if you'll mess so many times and everybody will be like, call the robot, and it's like, I'm trying. I really love this game so much. Like I said, it's one of those games that's close to my heart. So basically you gotta achieve the mission you came here to do. Let's see if we can find some enemies. Should be really low on enemies since I chose easy. But you basically You could run around the world, motorcycle, tanks, or mechs like this. You could run on foot with your squad. You could play solo. As you can see, I could play solo, but it's only recommended in the lower difficulties, not really later on. I think there's some enemy right here. And as you can see, so the funny thing about this game, and what I consider to be the cool thing about this game, is that you could call, and I missed, you could call, there's basically friendly fire, and you could kill your friends by mistake. I got down on the floor because I called the turret, and the turret is chaos. There it is. Now the turret will automatically kill all the enemies for you. It's really one of the best backups, but they could also destroy it. The point about the turret is that if I stand in front of it, it will kill me as well. There, as you can see, and you have a, if you're playing with friends, they could come and revive you. But right now I'm by myself, so this is it, boys. I'm down. Or I could press and revive myself, basically. But having a friend to pick you up is so much faster and more useful. It's really meant to be played with friends. The game's difficulty is really no joke. But don't take my word for it. Everybody should have tried this game by now. It's an old game, but it's always been one to be close to my heart, and I really enjoyed so much. Super Animal Royale is a fantastic twin-stick shooter. It's a battle royale. It's a very underrated battle royale that not a lot of people know about. Every time you defeat matches, you get DNA from a certain animal, and once you collect enough DNA, you could unlock that particular animal. And for example, once you unlock the animal, you collect even more DNA, and you could unlock different variants of that particular animal, like a chocolate bunny, for example. There are so many animals to choose from, and the more you play, the more you unlock. There's so many animals I have not unlocked yet, all the way here towards the bottom. Also, at the moment, today is October 17. Today is October 17, and they are currently holding the Halloween event. Like if you go right here, they're holding the Halloween event where you could get candy corn matches and get Halloween cosmetics. Also, you could roll the legacy item pack and get one random Halloween cosmetics from old events. Also, they're running the Bockening Dead, which is a play mode where you can survive zombie chicken waves. Let's accept that and let's get into a game. As you can see right here, they have all the pumpkins and all the Halloween decorations up. They do this every year. It's quite epic. I like it. And now we survive. We saw security. Cluckles are spreading. Avoid all zombies. Hopefully I'm not one of the infected immediately. So like any battle royale, you gotta go around and collect weapons, armor, open chests, and survive. It's a good idea to stick around with all the other players, that way you could defend each other. I think that guy's infected. Oh, God. So only 10 of us. Oh! No! They got me! Why? Now we must kill all the survivors. If not, I lose. We must win. Get him. Well, the zombies won. Cult of the Lamb. An amazing, wonderfully animated indie game that everybody must at least play once because it's really good. You play as a chosen lamb to revive the demon lord. In this game you start out as a cult sacrifice actually, and don't be confused by the cutesy art style. This game is quite dark, as you can see all the dead bodies all over. And this right here, this lamb is you. So pretty much you are being sacrificed, but it all ends up with a twist. Then you are transported into the other world, where you meet your destiny face to face. And then you are given the red crown, which is alive. It's basically the demon power, or the demon itself, and it's the source of your powers. Cult of the Lamb. Then you rise again with the powers, defeat your foes, and start your own cult. This is a wonderful top-down game. It's a roguelike. It's a roguelike top-down game that is beautifully animated. I love the art style of this game. The story is quite nice as well. The gameplay is nice and fluid. Eventually you create your own little cult paradise, utopia, whatever, and you just gotta plant and grow your cult and get a whole bunch of followers, gather resources, and expand on your home base. Also, you go into your inventory and you have unlocks, you have armors, your cult information, all your quests. It's actually a really nice game. Must play top-down roguelike game. Very nice. And here we have Death's Door, another amazing game by Devolver. Like, these guys know how to make their games. And here you play as a crow, which his job is to be death. The beautiful black and white art style of the game, with hints of color here and there, actually is amazing. Like how his sword pops out from the background. Like, this is a beautifully made game, beautifully made adventure. Like, I think this is a must play, and it is a top-down game, an amazing world. like, this is really a game everybody would enjoy. I really think this is a game that everybody will enjoy, and it gets more action-packed, and the puzzles and the complexity of it really shines the further you go. I love how it looks. And yes, it's different. It's using a different art style instead of the cartoony style, but they really do a good job. I do gotta emphasize that these guys really know what they're doing. Death's Door is a must-play game. So they open doors for us, and we go and collect the souls. We go as a member of Death, and we go and collect the souls. It's such a nice concept, but trust me, the game could be quite challenging. And as you can see right here, look how amazing this game looks. X to row. Like, Devolver does such an amazing job. Devolver does such an amazing job with the games they make that I would truly trust them to make an amazing game for me. And now I'm supposed to go up here and shoot it with an arrow. Oh my god, I do not have ammo. There we go. Amazing, and there's quite a lot of puzzles you'll run into that will mess with you. But I'm pretty confident you could figure them out. The bosses are amazing. And I'm out of ammo. We just gotta be careful. Not to touch her vines, that's all we gotta do. Just avoid her. And just have patience and hit her when we have the chance. Okay, this is gonna get crazy now. There we go. Easy. Ow! Easy peasy. Okay, I'm not doing so good. I keep touching her. Shouldn't touch her. Shouldn't touch her or let her touch you. Break her legs down. Oh my god, I jumped right into that one. Ah. Well, perfect game anyway. And now we have Hades. And I do gotta say, all these games nowadays are using this art style that I really think they got it right. They finally chose an art style that I think will age very well throughout the years.
What's a good word?
This game is so incredibly fun. It's another top-down game, another roguelike, and you basically
Tartarus, strong enough to seal away the Titans.
you
But not
go
me.
through the levels of Hades, trying to reach the higher realms and even reach Olympus. The game is amazing. The art style, like I said, 10 out of 10 art style. The gameplay, it has typical roguelike gameplay, and you basically go from dungeon to dungeon. This is the HUD. This is his room. In this Black Mirror, you basically get all the unlocks as a typical roguelike. You increase your health, your reflection, your speed as you go. The more and more you play this game, it's completely replayable. You could infinitely play it, basically. The amazing thing about this game is that it has a unique feature where you could interact. You could interact with people and basically have a relationship, a good relationship, friendship, whatever with them. And it comes to your benefit in the long run. As you can see, I have 2 hearts with Nynx. It's super nice. Like, I could not praise this game more than I already do. If you have not tried Hades, I encourage you to please do. Here's Hades himself judging the souls that come into the underworld, and of course, here we have Cerberus.
You know that, don't you, boy?
Get to the point.
This is truly an amazing game. It must play, and that's why it's on my list. And now I present to you The Ascent, or The Ascent, as it's more commonly known. Okay, so in The Ascent we have this amazing cyberpunk colony. It's so cyberpunk, and if you know me, I'm a cyberpunk fan. Now, are the graphics gonna hold up through the years? Probably not. Is it amazing looking? Yes. Yes, it is. For the current generation, it looks amazing. Am I biased towards this game because of the cyberpunk genre? Yes, I am biased towards this game because of the cyberpunk genre. This is one of my favorites, and it's a top-down twin-stick shooter as well. But it has a cool RPG story-like twist. It's deeper than regular twin-stick shooters. It's almost an open world that is fully populated with enough variety. I just love the world they created here more than anything. It truly is something that I would love to experience in real life, and just by looking at the world, you can see the story that's being told. It's an amazing top-down twin-stick shooter RPG cyberpunk. I love it. I'm pretty sure if you like cyberpunk, you'll love it. And they really created a world that looks lived in, that feels alive. It's truly something worth playing. It's truly something worth playing. I just love The Ascent, and it's so my style. That's why it's number 1 in my list, because I love the world they created here. It's just amazing, amazing. And if I'm not mistaken, it's a small team that did this game, and they did such a good job. I especially like the layering where you can see.
General welcoming message from Staff Boss Booth. To all indents entering Cluster 13, behave, or I'll have you fucking recycled. That is all.
Beautiful world. Beautiful world. I especially like the layering, as I was saying, how you can see there's above and underneath. And there's layers to it. There's layers. It's an amazing world they created here. It really is. I mean, you really gotta appreciate the attention to details in this game. And crazy enough, now this is freaking epic. You could pause the game and go into photo mode, and then you could zoom in. You could zoom in on the world and see all the little details. And crazy enough, the world has so many details to it for being a top-down game that you can't really see all these things. I mean, the team who did this game really did an amazing job creating this immersive cyberpunk hive, because it's almost like a hive, you know. And obviously you'll break the game if you look to places where you're not supposed to look, because obviously there's nothing there to see. But man, did they create an amazing world. This is everything I imagine when I think about a cyberpunk world. This right here, the grittiness, the look of it all, this is everything I imagine. The way the streets are ghetto. This is everything I imagine when I imagine a cyberpunk world. Look at the merchants selling all this junk. This is a little tiny market here. Like, for real. And the fact that you could free cam, and I'm on a PlayStation, just the fact that you could free cam around and look at everything that's rendered as you look around. Look how far everything is rendered. It's amazing. I don't even remember where I'm standing. As you can see, this is the layering I was talking about. There's a world above, there's a world underneath, and there's things happening all over the place. And as you can see over there, you're not actually supposed to look over there, so there's nothing to see because the game is a top down like this. So you walk around and the scenery is created for you. It's just amazing. It's an amazing looking world that they created, and I obviously fell in love with this world as soon as I saw it. It used to be an Xbox exclusive, but thank God it came to PlayStation. And I do gotta say, I cannot praise this game enough. I cannot praise this game enough. It's a wonderful homage to everything that is RoboCop, Judge Dredd, Cyberpunk, Shadowrun. Like, you know me. This is my weakness, you know? And like I said, I cannot praise this game enough. That's why this game is my #1 top-down twin-stick shooter of this whole list. And it will remain so until something better but similar comes out. So there you go, guys. That was my list of my all-time favorite top-down games. And I know the video was a little bit longer than I wanted to. If you are still here, I would appreciate it if you leave a like, subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. Try some other games out, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.